everyone, how are you doing today? I'm hoping that you're having a lovely day. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode and a warm welcome. So today I have a very interesting story to discuss with you. So Kate Middleton has made another very huge blunder. Her fans are literally scrambling to delete the pictures of whatever happened, and now we are seeing her hypocrisy in 3D, especially after what she said about Prince Harry and Meghan. So stay tuned as I discuss all of these things with you. So this is what happened. Kate Middleton attended Wimbledon, and she was spotted having a device on her clothing, and apparently it was a microphone. And to be specific, this is a DJI mini mic. And as you can see, this is the exact same thing that was spotted on Kate's clothing. And you can obviously tell that they were trying to hide this device, right? Like Kensington Palace and Kate Middleton were obviously trying to hide this thing and didn't want people to actually notice it. But we did notice. In fact, the pictures that first clearly showed whatever Kate was wearing is the images from Getty, because they are very clear and they exposed this. And to be honest, the first people to notice this were actually the Royalists, and they went ahead to post about this on their stories, that is on Instagram and also on Twitter. And one of them posted, and this was what she said, that, and let me just quote, "It seems like the Princess of Wales is wearing a microphone or small recording device." And you can see that she posted the pictures from Getty Images. Now, that is actually a very big blunder. And the fact that her fans are actually the ones who are even posting this and saying, look, Kate was actually wearing a recording device, makes this entire thing even worse. Because the royal family for the longest time have been condemning Harry and Meghan for even partnering with Netflix and doing things such as, and just doing production stuff. But now we are seeing Kate Middleton doing the exact same thing. And what I keep asking myself is why exactly Kate Middleton was even wearing a microphone at Wimbledon. Like, what was she recording? Was she recording people when she was having conversations with them without their consent? Because this is very, very fishy. And this same person who posted this picture of Kate Middleton noticed that the story actually went viral, and so many people were picking up on that story. And guess what? It immediately disappeared. Like, that story disappeared because this person deleted it from their page. And right now when you search it, it just says, this page doesn't exist. Try searching for something else, meaning that she clearly deleted this picture from her feed. And I don't know why they're scrambling to delete these pictures when it's already all over. Like, it's now being shared all over. People are reacting to this. People are asking questions. And no one seems to be finding an answer as to why Kate was recording at Wimbledon. This is highly suspicious and it's quite hypocritical. Well, the reason why I say this is hypocritical is because Kate Middleton just yesterday actually made some very vile comments concerning Prince Harry and Meghan. And yeah, it was concerning the Sussex's deal with Netflix and her complaining about Harry and Meghan coming to the UK, probably with their film crew, that is the Netflix film crew. And I'm going to take you through that article, but before I even do that, I need to tell you also that Kate Middleton was wearing a microphone when she was participating in the 3-pick challenge. She had a microphone on her bag. So this is the kind of person that we are talking about here, a person who condemns other people, and that she actually does the same thing. And now, on to Kate's hypocritical comments. So, just the other day, Closer wrote an article, and this was their title, saying that, "How could you? Kate Middleton's fury at Meghan Markle's shameless new move." Well, let me just take you through some paragraphs in this article. So, they say, "They now hold a first-look agreement with a streaming platform and are believed to be discussing a fresh project that may once again place their personal world in front of the cameras. According to sources, the proposed series would spotlight the humanitarian efforts and the Invictus Games founded by Harry to aid injured service personnel. And they continue, palace insiders say the possibility of another behind-the-scenes program has prompted concern, particularly for the Prince and Princess of Wales, who reportedly feel the Sussexes are aging back into royal territory. The focus of this new show is expected to be much more heavily weighted towards their charitable work, but the reality is that cameras would still be following Harry and Meghan and documenting their lives, and William and Kate thought that chapter had largely been closed, says insiders. Well, first of all, how do these people know that Harry and Meghan are going to be filming anything in the UK? How do they know that this is actually going to happen? And if this is actually going to happen, then I'm just going to say it's none of William and Kate's business. After all, they aren't going to be next to Harry and Meghan. It's not like Harry and Meghan are doing anything for Prince William and Kate. And I'm quite sure if anything is even going to be filmed, then it's just going to be solely for the Invictus Games, because we have seen that Netflix has obviously been doing these series about the Invictus Games, the lives of the veterans, and how the Invictus Games has been able to help them. So if they're going to be filming anything, then trust me, it's going to be for the Invictus Games. So I don't see any problem with that. But can you compare that with Kate Middleton wearing a mic at Wimbledon? Whatever Kate was doing is obviously very, very shady. And I'm so sure all the people who were around her probably didn't even know that Kate was wearing a microphone, and the entire time she was speaking to these people. Anyway, they then go on to say that William views it as a personal attack. He was under the impression that the Sussexes had chosen a different path and were focused on building their own identity outside the royal family. Instead, there is a growing sense they're moving closer to territory traditionally occupied by the monarchy. The source adds that Kate believes Meghan may be spearheading the idea, quoting, Kate doesn't really understand why Harry and Meghan work with companies like Netflix. And then they also say that so much has been said publicly already. Her feelings is very much, quote, how could they do this all over again? Well, this is very hypocritical coming from the same person who seems to be wearing a microphone wherever she goes. And what's even worse is that she is hiding these microphones, meaning that she doesn't want people to know that she is actually recording them and she is recording whatever she is doing. So whatever Kate did is far much worse. And for her to go to media outlets like Closer and express her opinions and say how she doesn't like that Harry and Meghan might probably film something for Netflix while they are in the UK just makes Kate look like someone who is very petty and very jealous and very, very vindictive. But well, let me not even say it makes her look like that, because that is exactly whom Kate is. That is exactly the kind of person she is. She has shown that character over and over again. And these people actually project all these things onto Harry and Meghan when they are the ones who are doing them. They keep projecting these things, saying that the Sussexes are the ones who film things, the Sussexes are the ones who are wearing wires, when in reality, Harry and Meghan never actually do that. And you can now see that Kate was seen with his secretive microphone, and now they have no way of actually going back on that. The world has seen it, and even though their fans may try to delete these tweets, it's still not going to help, because the images are all over and it exposes how Kate is such a hypocrite and how she has obviously, from the look of things, been filming this thing the entire time. Anyway, that is it from me today, but I'd love to hear what you have to say concerning this story. Then I'll see you on the next episode, and I hope you have a lovely day ahead. Goodbye.